Welcome back to the channel, guys. So today I've got a little bit of a story time for you. Let's buckle in. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. My name's Eric, and if you guys have been around here before, you guys know who I am. You know I'm a Tesla fanboy. So what I'm about to say may be unsettling to some of you guys that are really into Teslas, but I just wanted to be transparent with you guys. When I first bought this car and started uploading videos, I told you I would take you along on the ride of both positive and negative. Today is one of those negatives. It's not too bad, but it's just a bummer. So the other day, I was sitting in my car. I was waiting outside of my in-laws' house, waiting for my wife to come out, and my screen in the center here just went black. So that's happened once or twice before over the last 3.5 years of owning this car. It's not a big deal. Usually you can just recover it by holding both scroll wheels down, and that will reset that screen and just the whole, infotainment center. So that's exactly what I did. I held down both scroll wheels on the steering wheel and it rebooted the infotainment screen. Here's where we run into a problem though. During the boot up process, a glitch occurred, and when that happened, it blew out all my profile settings. Not just my settings, but also my wife's settings that we have a separate profile for her. And when I say settings, I mean everything. The only thing that stayed was, your seat position, your steering wheel position, just because it wasn't going to move them to another location. It just left it as is, but all the other settings here went back to a default setting. So of course I panicked. I didn't know what to do. So I held the scroll wheel down again to try to reboot it again, and it did this kind of the same thing where the screen goes black and it boots up, and there was no change. I still did not have my profile settings. They were just gone. But one thing that I did notice is that there is now a notification that I had a software update available. So I was like, okay, well, let me go ahead and download the latest software, because I knew the Christmas software is coming out any day. So I was like, great, maybe that's what this is. So I initiate the software download, hoping that when it boots up, that it finds my profile from the cloud and it puts it back there and everything's good. Not exactly what happened. It was way, way worse. So the car downloaded the software package and it was ready to be installed. I took a look at it real quick. It said version 11. I was like, oh, great. Maybe that's the new holiday software. I don't know. So I went to install it and it completes the installation. And I noticed something immediately was off. The software version that I just installed matched the same software version on my wife's Model X. She does not have full self-driving on that car. I did have full self-driving on this car. What had happened is Tesla pushed down this software and it replaced my full self-driving package. So now I don't have full self-driving again on my car. So immediately I opened the Tesla app on my phone and created a service ticket to get this taken care of. And because it was late at night, I didn't get a response from them until the next morning. But when I did, it wasn't really the answer I was wanting to hear. They were able to remote into the car to pull up diagnostics, and they found that the car did find some sort of a glitch when it was rebooting up, like a corrupt file of some sort. And instead of the car trying to deal with repairing a corrupt file, just by design, it just blows out all the settings and just wipes it clean and starts over from scratch. That works as designed. So the service center told me that there's really nothing they can do. I'm just going to have to go back and reconfigure all my settings. And I didn't realize how many settings I did, because over the last several years, you just kind of adjust your settings to your likings as you go along. And yeah, so many things in here that I didn't realize I had set years ago. I just thought they were defaults, but turns out they weren't. So it's taken me quite a while to get my settings back. Now they're all there again, so that's good. But I still don't have my full self-driving software. So the service center told me that there's nothing they can do about that either. They can't push it to my car. They said all you can do is request it again and be put in the queue. And when it gets pushed out to all the other people that are requesting full self-driving, you'll be in that batch. So guys, I've waited 3.5 years after paying for full self-driving to get my full self-driving software. I finally got it a few weeks ago, used it for a few weeks, and then had it taken away from me again. So is it the end of the world? No, it's not. I mean, I'm a patient guy. I've waited a long time for it. I did get to use it for a little bit. I can wait a little bit longer. I don't know how long that's going to be though. I just checked the safety score in my Tesla app on my phone. I'm well into the 90s. It should be, any day now that I do get my full self-driving again, but it's just a major bummer because I really wanted to have it. We're going into the holidays here. We're going to be around a lot of family. It's kind of cool to show these things off to people that come see your car for the first time. So what I'm hoping for is when they do push out that Christmas holiday software package, I'm hoping that I do get the version that's got the full self-driving in it. If not, I just have to wait a bit longer. So it just goes to show you how closely related these cars are to actual computers and tablets now. A corrupted file caused the system to crash, and instead of it trying to rebuild that corrupted file, it just by default blows everything out of the settings. So you have to start all over with your settings. For whatever reason, it pushed down another software patch that was not the full self-driving. So within a matter of minutes, I went from full self-driving back to full self-driving. So if you look at the software settings here, you'll see that I'm at version 11 now, 2022 44.2. So the first thing I did is I went to my autopilot settings here and made sure my request for full self-driving is active, and it is. You are enrolled into full self-driving beta queue. So I'm in the queue. I just don't know how long it's going to take before they approve this. Yeah, there's so many settings here that I completely forgot about. Just little things like Joe mode, and I had to reprogram my home link to recognize my garage door opener. So many things, little things that you don't really think about on a daily basis, but yep, they're all needing to be reprogrammed. So it's been a crappy couple days as a Tesla owner, but it's not the end of the world. I'm still driving a Tesla, guys. It's my dream car. I love the way it drives. I just wanted to share my experience with you because I know I'm not the only one that's ever had this happen to them. It will happen to you at some point, maybe, hopefully not. But if it does, I just wanted to give you the information that I have, that there's really nothing that can be done about it. This is the way the Tesla is programmed, that if it finds some sort of a corrupted file, it's going to just erase everything and start over from scratch. So just know that. Also, if you're in that FSD beta program, it may knock you out. So just be aware of that. Don't panic. It will come back. I don't know how soon it's going to be. Hopefully soon. I'm approaching the weekend where they usually push out these updates. So we'll see if I get one this weekend or not. So my Tesla ownership experience has been a roller coaster. It's got its highs and its lows. Mostly highs though, guys. There's not a lot of negative things I could say about this car. It's been amazing. It performs well. It still acts like it's brand new. And I enjoy driving it every day. And before you start thinking that this is just a Tesla issue that I'm having, all cars have computers now, and they all have glitches and corrupted files and problems where, you know, the computer itself needs to be replaced. I've had gas cars that have had computer problems. So it's a car thing in general. Tesla's really cool that, you know, they can remote into the car though and look at diags and all sorts of things. So Tesla can also push down software if they really needed to. The one exclusion though is the FSD beta program. They can't push that down to you manually. But other than that, if you don't have FSD and you have some issues with software, Tesla service can push a software patch to your car at your house. What other car manufacturer does that? All right, so I'll stop my complaining now. I know I'm just being a big baby, but you know, I paid for full self-driving. I want to have it already. So have any of you guys run into issues like this before? What happened? Go ahead and put your comments below. Let's talk about it. So I'm editing the video and I've got a new update for you. The weekend has come and gone. It's late Sunday night and I did not get any software updates on my Model 3. However, my wife's Model X did get the big holiday software update. So we've got the holiday software update on the Model X and it's got a lot of cool things here. So things like Apple Music, Mahjong, the confirm phone call transfer, which is actually really cool because I can't tell you how many times I've gotten in the car to film something and my wife's phone will pick it up from inside the house and I hear her phone call and have to disconnect it real quick here. So that's cool. Contact lookup, exclude automatic door opening at home, which is another cool thing. So imagine you have your keys, which is your phone, in your pocket and you're just taking the trash out. You walk by your car and all of a sudden your door opens on its own. Well, not everybody wants to get in their car when they walk past it. So being able to disable that while you're at home is a cool thing. The emission testing mode via the mobile app, that just means you can make the car fart from your phone. And then always rainbows means that you'll have the rainbow road on your visual display, like whenever you're driving. So that can be always on if you like that look. But yeah, that is the main gist of this latest software package for the Model X. And of course, if you've got an even newer Model X, this is a 2018, but if you've got a brand new 2022 from early this year, then you're gonna have even more. Like you're gonna have the whole Steam Deck where you can play 100 different games just because you've got more RAM memory in your computer than these older cars do. So Model 3, Model Y will not get that, but the new Model S and X will, so that's cool too. All right. Back to the video. So thanks again for stopping by, guys. If you liked the video, let me know by hitting that thumbs up. If you want to see more real world Tesla ownership experience type videos like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You'll be notified when a new video is released, and I will see you guys in the near future. Bye-bye.